If you are someone that has been smart your whole life but very quiet about it, when it starts to seep out, seek solitude. I think intelligence comes from a lot of introspection. Most people that are intelligent weren't necessarily always perceived this way. And a large part of that is because we kept it quiet. Our thoughts ruminated in our own minds. We created our own understanding of what it means to think, what it means to further thought, and what it means to communicate the thoughts that we have. And so, a lot of times, as an intelligent being, you don't really begin being seen as such until your adult life. Because in your adult life, you might actually have close bonds. You might actually have enough confidence. You might actually be in the position where you can actually begin to speak your mind. And while that is a liberating thing, it can also be a very dangerous thing when you are someone who has been gifted and intelligent without the knowledge of being so until you started speaking your truth. You see, intelligence is something that is praised in the public eye, but is something that is coveted and often demonized in our interpersonal relationships. When you make it known that you're intelligent, that trait becomes volatile the moment it is known. That trait is often seen one of two ways, positively or negatively. And even if it's seen positively, that person has ideas on what they want to do with the trait that they see in you. You see, it might be positive to them because they know they can exploit you for it. But it might be negative to someone else because they can't understand it. And a lot of times, the people that treat you negatively for being intelligent are the same people that need the help of your intelligence. When I moved from Georgia to Boston, I would call home. They would be like, "Where have you been? You're not talking like us anymore. You want different goals than us." But the truth was, I came from that society and I went up to Boston and I got to see how great I really was. And I was able to code switch into the language and vernacular they were speaking while also advocating for the rights of the place from which I came. But the more time I spent in Boston, the less rep I had from the place from which I came, and the more intimidated I found people from which I grew around became towards me. And the skills I possessed and learned from my intelligence and my ability to switch between two places and make connections between the two and learn from one another and see how one could help the other and also bring tools back from where I went to where I come from became a threat. I started to realize sometimes intelligence can be used against you when made public. Be careful